If you have a job right now, this should worry you. Even Mark Zuckerberg admits an AI bubble collapse is possible. While everyone debates the future, entire departments are already disappearing overnight. No warning, no severance, just a software update replacing a salary. We found 5 industries quietly erasing jobs by the thousands, and almost nobody is talking about it. Here is the list no one wants you to see. Industry number 1, advertising and marketing, $500 billion. That is the rough size of the global advertising industry. And right now, AI is eating it from the inside out. Dentsu posted losses of around $2 billion for 2025 and cut 3,400 positions from its international operations. WPP eliminated 7,000 roles and watched its share price fall nearly 2/3 in a single year. Interpublic Group cut 3,200 jobs ahead of its $13.5 billion absorption by Omnicom, which then cut another 4,000 on top of that. 3 historic agency brands were retired in the process. DDB, founded in 1949. FCB, founded in 1873. They survived 2 world wars and the Great Depression. They did not survive this. Here is what the business press buried beneath the merger announcements. Forrester Research tracked an average 8% headcount reduction across major advertising agencies in 2025. Then it revised its forecast for 2026, not upward by a small amount but dramatically. Its original projection had been 7.5% of U.S. agency jobs automated by 2030. Forrester pulled that entire prediction forward and doubled it. 15% of global ad agency jobs were eliminated in 2026 alone. A global holding company chief executive told Forrester's researchers that by 2028, they will double profits and halve the people. The mechanism is straightforward. The traditional agency business model sells time. Human hours billed to clients. AI does not bill hours. Meta's advertising platform now generates full campaign assets, copy, visuals, audience targeting, and bid optimization without a human copywriter or strategist involved. A company deploying AI tools at $2,000 a month is replacing what used to cost $80,000 a year in salary. Entry-level creative and copywriting roles have not just slowed, they have effectively stopped. The junior layer feeding senior talent pipelines is being cut away at the root. Industry number 2, software engineering. Mark Zuckerberg said it plainly. I would operate as a mid-level engineer at Meta, not assist engineers. Replace the mid-level tier entirely. GitHub Copilot, used by 20 million developers, is writing 46% of all code submitted by its users, on average. In Java projects, that figure reaches 61%. A task that once required a team of 8 to 10 engineers is increasingly handled by one senior engineer working alongside AI that writes, tests, and debugs automatically. Salesforce's chief executive announced no new software engineering hires in 2025, citing a 30% productivity gain from AI. Google and Microsoft both confirmed AI now generates roughly 1/4 to 1/3 of their internal code. Developer salaries have been under sustained downward pressure since 2023. The entry point into this profession is narrowing fast. What makes this different from previous automation waves is the speed. The benchmark measuring the ability of AI to handle real-world software engineering went from 33% resolution rates in early 2024 to over 70% by early 2026. That is not gradual change. That is acceleration compressed into 2 years. We are only halfway through this list, and the next two industries will genuinely surprise you. If this information is useful, hit subscribe right now so you never miss what the mainstream media refuses to cover. Let's keep going. Industry number 3, content and media. The Washington Post has been published for nearly 150 years. On February 4th, 2026, it laid off 1/3 of its entire staff. The sports desk, gone. The book section, gone. Multiple foreign bureaus, including the entire Middle East team, were eliminated in a single morning email. More than 300 journalists were told their roles no longer existed. The Post's executive editor cited AI directly, noting that search summaries powered by AI are destroying the web traffic news organizations depend on to survive. When readers get answers from AI without clicking through to the original article, the revenue model that funds journalism collapses. The Post is not an isolated case. It is the most visible one. Medill's 2025 State of Local News Report documented 136 newspaper closures. In a single year, since 2005, the United States has lost nearly 3,500 newspapers. More than 50 million Americans now live in areas with either 1 or 0 local news sources. The industry has shed more than 3/4 of all newspaper jobs in 20 years. Web traffic to the 100 largest newspaper websites has fallen more than 45% in the last 4 years alone. AI has removed the last floor. Search traffic, already weakened by social media, is now absorbed by summaries generated by AI that answer questions without directing readers anywhere. Human journalists are competing against systems that produce unlimited content at zero marginal cost. Gartner projects that AI will automate 1 in 10 contact center agent interactions by 2026, up from 1.6% when the forecast was made. The cost reduction attached to that shift is $80 billion in labor savings across the global contact center industry. This is not a projection of what AI might eventually accomplish. This is already being implemented right now. There are approximately 17 million contact center agents working worldwide. Labor costs represent up to 95% of what it costs to run a contact center. When a company can replace a human interaction with a conversational AI system at integration costs of around $1,000 per agent, the financial pressure to do so is enormous. Major banks, technology companies, and outsourcing firms are actively cutting their service headcounts. Call center contracting is accelerating across the United Kingdom, the United States, and the Philippines. Gartner's more recent projection goes further. By 2029, agentic AI is expected to resolve 80% of common service issues without any human involvement at all. 2029 is 3 years away. Industry number 5, finance and accounting. JP Morgan launched a system called COIN, Contract Intelligence, in 2017. It automated the review of commercial loan agreements, eliminating 360,000 hours of annual legal review work. That was 8 years ago. The industry has been methodically building on that foundation ever since. Goldman Sachs chief executive David Solomon demonstrated the current state at the Cisco AI Summit in January 2025. AI now drafts 95% of an initial public offering prospectus in minutes. The same document previously required a 6-person team 2 weeks to complete. His framing was that the last 5% now matters because the rest is a commodity. In February 2026, Baker McKenzie, one of the world's largest law firms, cut between 600 and 1,000 business services roles, explicitly citing AI. Research, marketing, know-how, and secretarial functions across London, Belfast, and its offshore centers were affected. Clifford Chance cut 10% of its UK business services staff in November 2025. Freshfields cited AI when it eliminated paralegal positions. The pattern is consistent. Roles that process information and execute repeatable tasks are disappearing first. What everyone watching this needs to do right now. The 5 industries in this video share a common vulnerability. The roles being cut are predominantly task-based, repeatable processes that can be documented, automated, and replicated. If your role requires executing the same process again and again with minor variations, you are exposed. If your role produces a standardized output from information inputs, you are exposed. The roles that survive require judgment. A. I cannot yet replicate. Managing client relationships, overseeing AI systems, making decisions with real accountability, and handling situations where being wrong has legal or reputational consequences. AI trainers, prompt engineers, oversight specialists, and hybrid roles that combine human judgment with AI execution are being created as others disappear. The window to move is not after your position disappears. It is before the company realizes it can operate without it. Identify whether your role is task-based or judgment-based right now. If it is task-based, start learning the AI tools in your specific industry, not to protect the role as it exists, but to become the person who operates the system replacing it. Retraining into data entry, basic coding, or basic copywriting is not a safe move. Those categories are being compressed fastest. Target the hybrid space where human judgment sits on top of AI execution. If this video opened your eyes to what is happening right now, subscribe. Every week we expose what corporations and media are not telling you about AI, jobs, and money. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. Share this with someone whose career could be at risk. They need to see this now.